Garage sales are like scratch tickets. You usually come out with nothing, every once in a while you'll break even, and rarely, very rarely, you'll come out on top, a big winner. But even when you don't win, it's still fun, isn't it? I don't really know where I was going with this. I bought a Pokemon bootleg. Whatever your opinion on bootlegs are, I've wanted a physical one for years. For me, this is the greatest thing that I can find at a garage sale. Except for maybe rare games or expensive games for cheap, or money being sold at a cost that's less than its actual worth. So, Pokemon Darker, or Pokemon Darkrai. Not Darkrai, but Darkrai, is a ROM hack of Pokemon Fire Red created by the ROM hacker known as Mitchell1. Darkrai wasn't his only hack, it wasn't even his first. He started with Pokemon Sin Dream in 2006, which I can find no info on. Then Pokemon Darkrai later in 2006, Pokemon Gengar's Revenge in 2007, which is also a hack of Fire Red, Pokemon Thunder Emblem in 2008, a hack of Fire Red, and Pokemon Darkrai The Legend of Giratina in 2012, which guess what? Is a hack of Fire Red. Now, if you don't know what a ROM hack is, it's when you take the original code of a game and mix and match things around and make something interesting and new. And I'm excited, let's get this shit on the road, shall we? Okay, right off the bat, why does Pokemon Darkrai have a Mew as its poster child and not Darkrai? Maybe there's some plot or something. Oh, thank God, I was worried. Oh, I didn't realize this game was scripted by 14-year-olds off 4chan. Oh, I thought that was... Oh, never mind, this is Elf, apparently. Wait, what about crime? Wait! Who's this jackass behind my house? Is he sneaking out the back before Dad gets home? I'm glad I won't be here for that shitstorm. Yeah, this is clearly a Fire Red hack. Using the same map and towns, but just renaming the towns and fucking with the geography a bit. Someone made money from this. 4th gen starters? Well, I don't much want any of these. Things seem to be placed randomly, it's disorienting. They just put fucking bushes everywhere. You'd think a ROM hack would need more than this to be considered at least a little unique? Yeah, there's the old guy. This is Viridian City. That means if I go west, I should be able to find something useful, like a Mankey or a Mewtwo. I'll have a change to Gatch Mewtwo after the Elite Four. Fuck, I should make t-shirts or something. Am I the only person who reads the O_O face as Are there just wild Lapras hanging out? And I'm stuck with this fucking Turtwig? I don't want a Starly, I want a Pidgey. Why can't I buy Safari Balls? Yeah, I'll take the one that doesn't cost $2,100, thanks. From what I've heard from ROM hacks, in order to replace a Pokemon that doesn't originally appear in that game with one that does, you have to first go into the coding and replace every aspect of the first Pokemon with the second one. Character sprite, name, typing, attacks, stats, makes sense, right? Well, Mr. Expert Hacker over here didn't get the memo. When you pull a Mitchell1 and just swap the name and sprite, you end up with Steel Flying Chadots and Pachirisus that peck. Yeah, that sounds a little far-fetched. Your character sprite is of Lucas from the 4th gen games, where every sprite is bigger and more detailed. And everything else is from the 3rd gen games, so your character towers over everything. You're like 8 feet tall, dear God. Rocky Village? Great name. You'd think that if they were going to replace the name of the town, it would be because they thought of something more clever. Instead, they changed it because they felt they were supposed to and they didn't care. All the buildings are caves. That's actually cool. Do they have electricity and plumbing? Where do you gotta be, friend? There's an Aerodactyl on the gym. I want that. That's not the gym. These towns are mazes. If you're not being thrown all over the place by hedges, all the buildings look the same. Where's the Pokemon Center? So after some testing, I have confirmed that Turtwig is just a reskinned Trico, and Shinx is actually Totodile. They weren't even close with this one. They couldn't have reskinned an electric type at least? I'm not seeing Mareep anywhere, use that. They put rocket grunts in front of houses, probably because they didn't want to bother programming the insides of the houses. As you progress, the Mitchell1 influence slowly diminishes. The text reverts back to not being written by children, and the out-of-place Pokemon stop appearing. The routes start to look more like the originals, and they even stop putting rocket grunts in front of doors to stop you. The doors just don't work instead. Mew? I guess there's legendary Pokemon everywhere. Okay, turns out it's more of a Pokemon node. I can catch as many Mews as I want. I can catch an entire team of Mew and destroy this game. Nah, that'd be boring. Okay, the one thing they've changed in this town is that they've surrounded the game corner with water, which means I need Surf from Future City, but I need to pass the Sleeping Snorlax to get there. So I need the Pokeflute from Mr. Fuji in Lavender Town at the top of Pokemon Tower. So I need to get past the Ghost Marowak at the top using the Silph Scope, which I get from Giovanni in the secret Rockets lair in the basement of the game corner, that's surrounded by water. How am I supposed to beat this now? Oh, you can walk over this water now, apparently. Alright, great, good. Please be something cooler than an Eevee. Of course not. Please be something cooler than a Hitmonlee. Of course not. So your rival picks among the same starters that you do. You know the ones, Gen 3 starters masked as Gen 4 starters. Well, this is also a hack of a Gen 1 game using very loose coding as it seems, because my rival keeps going back and forth between having a Torchic masked as a Chimchar and just having a straight up Charmander. Same old Savari Zone. I was hoping there would be some cool Pokemon in here, but I guess all the cool stuff happened at the beginning and now it's just boring old Fire Red. And this fucking Mew won't listen to a damn word I say. So I found out later that in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, there's anti-piracy coding that prevents certain event Pokemon from listening to you if you didn't get them from the event. So they handed me a Mew that will never work. Good job, guys. Something cooler than a Zapdos? No. Something cooler than a Lapras? No. Grown-up matters. Look at how small you are. Something cooler than a Kabuto? No. Something cooler than Aerodactyl? No such thing. Man, Kabuto's kinda fucked up. You okay, buddy? You can't run in Viridian City. Instead of having you able to run after you get the shoes, they just disabled running in every area before you would normally get the shoes. That was already coded in the game. How'd they fuck that up? In Fire Red and Leaf Green, if you beat the Elite Four and then go to the Sevi Islands and finish everything there and come back, they're kind of a round 2 with stronger Pokemon at higher levels. In this version, they just skipped right to round 2. You already don't know what's in your fucking team, why would they play it easy on you now? You don't have to die! After weeks of grinding and trial and error, I finally beat these guys. That was stupid. This should not have taken me 60 hours. Anyways, let's see if he changed anything in the post-game. You okay? Half-friend? I can't even read this sign. Seriously, what is this? Oh, it doesn't matter. This cave doesn't go anywhere. I bet the sign says, is no cave, is hole. What a place to fall asleep. You can't even interact with these people. I just want to help. Thanks, Jesse. Even after the Elite Four, I still can't catch Mewtwo. At least Nurse Joy hopes I excel. So from what I've read, he didn't actually distribute this game on his own. Someone in Japan actually ripped him off without permission and sent it out themselves. Now, copyright infringement is usually something I frown upon, but Asia finds a way to make things adorably mistranslated and shoddy. Also, this guy was already messing with shit that most likely was not in Game Freak's consent, so screw him, his hack sucked. I also learned that he retired from ROM hacking in early 2013 after his son was born. So I guess he's got better shit to occupy his time now. And due to his retirement, it's really hard to contact him. But my best guess is that the version that got stolen and distributed wasn't the completed version. It's actually really common for ROM hackers to release versions of their games before they're done as something for their followers, you know? It looks like Mitchell 1's later game, Pokemon Darkrai: The Legend of Giratina, is actually a remake or a progression of Darkrai. Screenshots look promising, but I haven't tried it. Have you tried it? Let me know what it's about in the comments. Maybe I'll try it at some point. But at this point, I've had enough with this damn game. Anyways, see you later, Fralligator. Have a good one.